Hey everyone, thanks for being here. We decided to shoot our first video together so that you guys could get to know the Marks.
I'm Will.
I'm Miriam, and you guys know me as the face paint artist.
We just wanted you guys to get to know us a little better, and I'm dying to eat some Oreos, so we're gonna do that too.
We're gonna have Oreos and milk while we ask each other some fun questions. Let's dive in. All right, so some of these questions we found on the internet that some of you guys asked over time, and some of these are just really fun couples questions. So let's dive in. What is your favorite thing about your spouse?
I love Miriam's genuineness. It was something I knew the minute I met her. We were in college when we met, and I could tell right away that she was a really special girl because she was super authentic right from the get-go. There wasn't an ounce of phoniness, and I valued that a lot because up to that point I'd been experiencing a lot of that. So I could tell she was super authentic, super genuine, and what you see is what you get, and that was a hard quality to come by in my experience.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
For me, I would just say I'd had some not so great experiences with some recent guys I had been dating at different times throughout my college career. And when I met William, he was just such an honest communicator.
That's right.
And so I feel like the first night we were together, he just told me everything to do with him. And so it made it really easy to fall in love because what you see is what you get. So rest is history, I would say. Next question. Do you ever lie?
Oh, rarely.
That's a lie. Just kidding.
Very rarely. I really try not to. I think that anyone that says they never do is probably lying.
Yeah.
I try to be extremely honest with Miriam and never lie about stuff that matters, I guess. Little stuff though, I mean, I can't think of any examples, but I really try to be honest.
Does this make me look fat?
Nope.
Nope. Awesome. And I would have to say that I don't lie either to you on the things that matter.
Yeah, I mean,
we're pretty honest.
We're both pretty straightforward, and we've also learned that there's enough grace in the relationship that we can be honest, and that's a huge part of what makes it a successful relationship and as happy as we are.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We just kind of have a thick skin. I would say we don't get easily offended by anything. So if there's something that we need to communicate about, it's the other person isn't being like overly sensitive about it. We just kind of take it with a grain of salt and move forward pretty quickly. So, all right, next question. Have you ever been a player?
Not in the normal sense. No, like, I guess I don't know what I mean by that. No. I would say I was younger and dumber in college for a few years, but I wouldn't call myself a player. I've always been pretty reserved, and I don't know.
So you never led a girl on?
No.
Really?
Really?
Wow. I'm worse than you.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of that. I can honestly say I've never tried to do that.
Maybe girls are worse.
No comment on that.
I've accidentally led people on when I was younger. But to be honest, I was always straightforward in my wording and communication. So however they interpreted that, that's up to them. Yeah. Okay.
Next.
What is an ick that your partner does? So like something that annoys you.
You go first on this one.
Okay.
I'm not proud of this.
Okay, this is a fairly recent one.
We've been sick.
We've been super
You can still
sick.
kind of hear it in my voice a little bit. You mostly sound better. But Miriam's discovered a recent ick of mine lately. I'm not proud of this.
I just noticed it the other day. When you blow your nose, you finish blowing it, and then you grab another piece and you off.
I don't break it.
Oh, you don't break it off.
Doesn't matter.
You just twist it. You twist it, and you twist it, and you twist it. And then you stick it up, and you clean. And then they're just laying there.
I throw them away. I hate it as much as you do, believe it or not, but it has to be done. It has to be done. You gotta clean out the inside of it. Yeah.
Okay, what's your ick?
Good timing. It was gonna be how you chew.
Oh.
When there's no other noises, or like she's pregnant right now, so she's got to get something in her stomach
And I can't breathe through my
right
nose.
before we go to bed because she got the hunger pains and whatever.
It's bad.
So we're laying in bed and it's quiet and all I can hear is the chewing, or like the show
At 2 a.m.
The show is
Eating my
paused.
string cheese.
It's not even with the mouth open. It's like a curious amount of noise
I'm curious.
that comes with her mouth being closed. I couldn't do it if I tried. It's
I know, I do good keeping it closed most of the time.
impressive, but it's like, yeah, that's kind of.
Could be worse. I could chew with it open.
I know. Oh, I know. It could be worse.
Okay, moving on. Next question. What were your thoughts when I started painting my face and getting famous on social
I
media?
thought it was awesome. Yeah, I thought it was entertaining. It made us both laugh. She switched from like posting some of her canvas art, and because she does a ton of art that doesn't get much attention or love necessarily. So I knew she was artistic, but then the first one she did was like with a dog on her mouth, and it was a Linkin Park song if I remember right. And I just thought it was hilarious, and it took off fast.
He encouraged me to keep going.
So yeah, I thought it was cool.
He's the one like behind the scenes that's like, oh babe, you should do something like this. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it like spirals off another idea to do a face paint with that original idea he came up with. So
Yeah, I've helped a lot with ideas over the last 4.5 years with the face paints. We're gonna do a video soon where I paint on her face, and it's gonna be so bad, you guys, because I don't. I'll just say that it'll be bad, but it's cool to watch her do it because it's second nature. She's super fast at it. It's gonna take me 10 times longer and be 10 times worse. It's gonna be so bad.
it's gonna be so great. Comment below if you guys want me to do some short videos to his face paint. It's gonna be scary. What was your reaction when I found out I was pregnant again?
I was ecstatic. Our little boy needs a sibling, and we really wanted. I was ready for another kid more than she was. She said a naughty word.
I said a naughty word.
I don't say it.
Let's just say I had a plan to get in shape in a certain period of time, and I got pregnant before that plan could be accomplished.
For the last year and a half, she's been saying, in 6 months, in 6 months, in 6 months, we'll get pregnant again. So it kind of felt to me like
Oh.
it really was an accident, but it was like time.
A planned accident.
It was now or never, so.
They're like gonna be the perfect age apart. And we get to have a little girl.
We'll be about
so
2 years, 2.5 years apart, and yeah, we found out we're having a girl, which I'm stoked about.
He's so excited.
Jason will have a sister.
Yeah, he's lit up. So
We're
cool.
open to name suggestions too, you guys. We're having a hard time
Yeah.
picking a name. Right now, we like Elsie. That's the name, not Elsa. Elsie was the name of my great grandma, or Brooke, or Mary.
Yeah,
But let us know what you think.
Yeah,
I'm
let us know.
curious if there's any other ideas out there.
me too. Okay, here's one. Do stretch marks matter?
Do they matter? No. Nope. They don't matter.
Is this one of those times where you lie with
I answered the question that was asked. They don't matter.
They don't matter.
No, like
That's good.
yeah, ultimately to me, they're a sign that's left behind of the sacrifice that you've put up to be able to have kids.
Oh.
So it's all good. Our bodies age, you guys, they're not meant to stay perfect, so
I'm not.
they are perfect depending where you're at, you know?
Just use a lot of lotion.
Yeah.
Still doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Don't
work.
matter.
So genetics, so genetically related. Cool.
What about me?
Oh.
Stretch marks matter on me?
No, I feel like I'm so bothered about my stretch marks, like so bothered. But then like I see them on other people or see them on you and it's like no big deal to me. But I'm like, I just can't stand like how they feel on myself. So I think it's just the change and like accepting that that is not something that I can have control over.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I went from lean to chubby pretty fast in college. So I've got some stretch marks that have mostly faded. I've got some cool stretch marks
Yeah.
because I lifted so hard. So that was cool.
It's a guy thing, check out my scar.
I didn't know that was a thing, and then I saw them on the inside of my arm, and I was like, I still hated them, but they were there for a better reason than getting chunky, so that was cool.
I think that's what it is. I don't mind stretch marks on myself, on my arms or on my legs. I just miss my stomach. So I don't know what'll happen after these babies get out of me. Then we'll see how my stomach looks when I'm lean.
Not worried about it.
He's awesome.
What's next?
Okay. What was your first impression of your in-laws? And vice versa.
Yeah. Your dad was the easiest guy in the world to talk to.
He's a good one.
And we weren't even dating when I met her dad, like officially.
Yeah.
We were like exclusively dating.
We had met 2 days before.
We'd known each other for like I think it was the third day that I went. We were in college and I wasn't able to come home to be with my family for Thanksgiving. So I met her dad, who would become his wife for the first time at a Thanksgiving dinner at his future wife's house. And so since I had nowhere to be for Thanksgiving, like we hit it off and Miriam invited me, even though we'd only known each other for like 2.5 days.
He was gonna eat something like at home in his dorm room. I was like, no.
I love to cook, so I was gonna cook whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she invited me, and I just remember sitting with your dad on the couch chatting about whatever, and he was just super easy to talk to. So that was cool.
My dad's like the best role model in the world. He just basically like set the standards super high. So it was really hard to meet anybody that was anywhere close to him until I met you. So when you guys got together, it was like they just flowed, you know?
He was just really easy to talk to. And your mom's got a heart of gold.
Yeah, she's very, very outgoing and charismatic and very likable. So
Yep.
When I met your family, we planned a trip, and the trip was to meet your family, and it was a 2-week stay. So it was either going to go really
10 days.
10 days. So that's like, yeah,
Week and a half, yeah.
I don't know. And numbers are hard. But it was either going to be like horrible and I was wishing I would go home, or it was going to be awesome. And so first impressions were kind of a big deal meeting your family. And I remember just walking in and being like, they're pretty easy going.
Yeah, she fit right
I
in.
could get along with these guys, no problem. Like, I feel like drama in my family was so much more like loud and his family's really quiet. So it was just really easy. I was like, okay, I can work with this.
Yeah, she fit right in. I brought her home for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what it was. We met
right.
the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then I brought her home for Christmas. And then I actually proposed on that trip too. I knew I wanted to marry her. So.
Met the family. He'd already met mine. Things were going good.
It was so fast. It was crazy.
And we started talking about honeymoons before he even proposed. So I'm like, okay, what?
Yeah.
And he proposed on horseback. Now, you guys don't know this. I'm a horse fanatic. He didn't know this either. He just knew that every time we passed horses on the road, I was like, horses, look!
I knew you liked them, yeah.
So he set it up to ride horses in the snow with a neighbor friend. And she got like pictures of us from really far away. It was really sweet.
Yeah. It's the first time I'd ridden a horse.
And the whole time I'm riding, I'm like, this would be the best proposal ever. But I'm like, he's not going to propose.
In her
It's
head.
too soon. In my head. Yeah, I didn't say it out loud.
I guess I can't say it was the first time I'd ever ridden a horse, but I think I was like 4 or 5 last time I rode a horse.
He was a pro. He had like the best posture ever. And didn't your mom like jump horses? Like
My mom
English riding?
used to ride horses, and I need to ask her to. But yeah, she did some kind of competition of
It's
horses.
in your blood. It was awesome. Okay. 2 more questions. What would be your reaction if I got a tattoo? Is that a good or a bad?
It'd be cool.
It'd be cool.
Location, location, location. I'll just say that.
I think I've like, we both don't get tattoos on our bodies, but if I ever went through something traumatic enough, I think I would justify getting some sort of tattoo for that. Yeah. I don't know.
How about me?
Yeah,
Tattoos
it would
on
just
guys.
depend. You have to do my name with like a little rose
Dude.
on your butt cheek.
Oh. Well. It's not gonna happen. Once again, location.
Location.
I was possibly game until I heard the location.
Okay, last question of the night. Do looks matter?
Of course they do.
Do you want to expand on that? All the comments are like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I know. I'm sure that'll get them talking. Yeah, they matter. I think anyone who says otherwise probably isn't being completely truthful. But I strongly believe that looks, like to a point, they matter. I've always felt an attraction, or I wouldn't have married you, obviously.
Yeah, that's good. This whole time you're like not attracted to me. It's like, ah.
But there's way more that matters way more. So, yeah, look matters. I don't think we'd be engineered to be attracted if they didn't matter.
And there's a lot that goes into looks, like hygiene and like just getting dressed for the day. Obviously, like even I feel better about myself if I get somewhat ready. It doesn't have to be extravagant, but
yeah, and like who you are as a person also comes out a lot. I dated some and have seen, maybe other people can relate, like you see someone who's really pretty but they're not attractive.
oh,
So they like might catch your eye, but then the air and energy and vibe that they're putting off isn't the most attractive.
it's on the inside.
I experienced that quite a bit. Maybe that's just me like flash judging people or something, I don't know.
So what's the most unattractive quality in a woman?
Oh gosh.
There's probably a few.
Nothing immediately comes to mind, but
Probably when they're like really stuck up
yeah, I'd say
or vain.
vanity
There's a lot of vanity nowadays.
and
Probably just when they're like,
it's kind of the opposite of what I said I liked about you most. When the
Oh.
phoniness, I don't like it when people are
phony.
two-faced or phony. Yeah.
Yeah, just be real.
So if
Just say what you mean and mean what you say.
yeah, if there's a girl looking down her nose at people and super vain and just disgenuine, I just hate that.
What about like when girls like say like this, like that?
It's just inefficient.
It's just inefficient.
It's just an inefficient way of talking, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
What was the question? What was the
It was
guy
do looks matter. So for me, I would say I dated a lot of different type of characters. And I was really attracted to like how much we vibed and like how well we got along. I mean, I dated guys that were way shorter than me. I'm like 6'1", so we're both like 6'1". So dating like someone shorter than me, I tried that. Dating somebody.
She's exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating.
We're both 6 foot.
I'm 6'1".
In college, she put 6'1" on her college
With shoes on, I'm
roster
6'1".
for basketball, but they exaggerate on all of those. I'm 6 foot
We're shrinking.
and like a quarter. Like I'm right at 6 foot.
Okay, we're both 6 foot. Well, still, whatever. Anyways, but like I dated somebody like with a lazy eye.
I didn't know that.
I dated someone with a full.
Not that that's bad.
Not that that's bad.
I didn't know that.
But it was so sweet, and I dated someone else with like a full out grill in his teeth. So,
Arkansas, probably. Huh?
oh yeah, good old Arkansas. So, like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, kind of like art. And
Yeah, it's subjective.
it's so subjective. So when I met William, it was just like, wow, he's actually really good looking. And
you.
he's very nice to talk to. And I like his eyes, and I like his smile, and I like how he smells, and I like visiting with him. And he's a very clean person. I don't know. We just, like, all the things have to kind of match up when it comes to dating. So looks do matter, but the world standard of looks don't matter, I would say.
Yeah.
Because that is always shifting and changing of what's in, what's not in, what hairstyle is the best, what isn't the best. It's more about within, and do you take care of yourself, and
There's a lot
can you
more-
communicate?
Yeah, maybe that's what I meant when I jumped to saying yes, was just that there's a lot more to attraction than just looks. I think that's
Yeah. Like right now I don't feel very attractive because I'm pregnant and puffy.
you are though.
And it's okay. It's a different type of attractive than the pre-baby. So that's all the questions we have for you guys today.
Last thing, real quick.
Oh no.
We've been eating Oreos, right?
Yeah, Oreos.
She scrapes all the happiness off her
It's
cookies.
not the happiness, it's too sweet.
Dude,
It's too much sugar.
that's half of what.
It got me drooling.
I just don't know about
Well, you use a fork. Let's talk about that.
Let's not. I don't.
It's probably more efficient.
I don't. I don't want to get milk on my fingers. That's a pretty cool life hack.
Yeah.
Fork right down the middle of the frosting that she killed.
It was
And
very
then
melty
you don't have to get your fingers all milky. So
Milky fingers. Anyways, thank you guys for visiting with us today and getting to know the Marks.
we'll see you guys next time.